How much does China's healthcare actually cover? Let me walk you through a hospital visit. How much does it really cost for an ordinary person in China to see a doctor? Is it true that one serious illness can wipe out your life savings? Or is it not actually that terrifying? Hey, I'm Shirley. I'm 32, a mom of two. Today, I'm not going to talk about big policy. I'm taking you through a hospital visit, step by step. Registration, seeing the doctor, picking up meds. Let's see, with our own eyes, how much an average Chinese person actually pulls out of their pocket for one trip to the hospital. Honestly, I hate hospitals from the bottom of my heart. The lines, the smell of disinfectant. But this topic is way too important to skip. Healthcare insurance affects all 1.4 billion people in China, and barely anyone can explain how it actually works. I'm at the hospital entrance now. First step, book an appointment on my phone, open a WeChat mini program, pick a department, pick a doctor. The registration fee for a regular outpatient visit is about $1.50 or €1.30. After I pay, the insurance kicks in and covers half of it right away. I only paid less than $1 out of pocket. From the very first step, insurance is already working. Now I'm in the waiting area. Honestly, there are a lot of people, but it moves faster than you'd think. Names scroll on the big screen. I scanned a QR code to check in, and about 10 minutes later, it was my turn. This is a grade A tertiary hospital, the highest tier in China, and the entire process is digital now. Registration, payments, picking up meds, checking test results, all on one phone. No waiting in line at a window, no paper forms to fill out, no need to exchange a single word with anyone. Ultrasound. Waited 2 hours, $27.55, about €23.92. Completely out of pocket. Today, I brought my younger one for a follow-up heart ultrasound. Full ultrasound rooms, but every chair in the waiting area was packed. Parents and kids, wall to wall. We waited almost 2 hours. They were calling numbers non-stop across all 4 rooms, and it still took that long. Ultrasounds aren't covered by insurance. You pay the full amount yourself. See, not every test goes through insurance. Vaccines, one out-of-pocket shot after another. I also had to bring both kids for vaccines. My older one was playing with a cat back at my parents' place and got scratched on the hand, so now we're at the hospital for rabies shots. Each shot is tens of dollars. 5 shots total, about $243 or €211. Insurance doesn't cover it, and my younger one needs out-of-pocket childhood vaccines too. Another chunk of money. Here's how childhood vaccines work in China. The ones the government requires are free. The optional ones, especially imported brands, you pay for every single one yourself. Our vaccine ledger for 2 kids, rabies shots, 5 doses, about $243, €211, all out of pocket. Optional childhood vaccines, anywhere from a dozen to over $100 a shot.
5针28天打完。有一种是跟人同源的人二倍体的狂犬疫苗，抗体度高，产生抗体也要快一些，几乎没有啥不良反应和副作用。老人、孩子、有基础病的、过敏体质的都比较推荐这个人的。
For both kids, just vaccines alone run over $1,470 or about €1,277 a year. There's no way around this. When it comes to your kids' health, there's no negotiating. Here's the thing about China's healthcare system. Say it's useless. It genuinely provides a safety net for serious illnesses. Say it works. More and more things are falling into the out-of-pocket bucket. Cancer, insurance caught the fall, but it didn't catch everything. Last year, my dad was diagnosed with kidney cancer. Both kidneys had tumors. He needed 2 separate surgeries, one side at a time. One kidney surgery, about $5,892 or €5,114. The surgeon's fee, not covered by insurance. The minimally invasive instruments, not covered. Only the most basic components qualified for reimbursement. Both kidneys done about $11,783 or €10,225 total. After insurance did its part, we paid roughly $7,365, about €6,391 out of pocket. And that doesn't even include all the tests. A lot of the anti-cancer drugs aren't on the approved reimbursement list either. For a farmer who works the land, that's pretty much a lifetime of savings. Out-of-pocket vaccines, over $1,470. Out-of-pocket cancer treatment, over $7,300. China's insurance lets you see a doctor, and it can also make you go broke doing it. The numbers, what you spend, what it covers. Let's get a few key numbers straight. Urban resident medical insurance, around $44 to $59 per person, per year. That's 38 to 51 euros. Yes, per year, urban employee medical insurance outpatient reimbursement cap, about $2,946 or €2,556 per year. Inpatient reimbursement rate can reach 80% or even 90%. But imported drugs, specialty drugs, minimally invasive surgical tools, many of these aren't on the approved list. The exact numbers vary by city and hospital tier, but the logic is the same everywhere. The basics work, and the out-of-pocket list keeps growing. To be honest, the system is far from perfect. The Rural Health Insurance Scheme has an even lower reimbursement rate. Imported drugs and specialty meds aren't covered. Getting treatment outside your home province used to be a huge headache, though in the past couple of years, direct cross-province settlement has rolled out across most of the country. Real progress is happening. From a registration that cost me less than $1 to a $27.55 ultrasound I paid for entirely myself, to rabies shots at $243 that insurance won't touch, to a cancer surgery where we shelled out over $7,300 from our own pockets. That's the real medical ledger of an ordinary Chinese family. What does it cost to see a doctor where you live? Tell me in the comments. And if you want to see other sides of everyday life in China, education costs, rent, and utilities, a real person's real monthly budget, hit like and subscribe. I'm Shirley, showing you real daily life. See you next time.